Hello everyone, this is coming from OpenText Global Technical Support Team. In today's sharing, I will introduce the background services of project and portfolio management. Let us talk about what is a PPM service. A PPM service is like a job running in the background at a scheduled time. It is possible to run it manually from the Schedule Services page as well. If you're using a cluster environment with multiple machines, you can enable the services on some of the nodes as service node by setting parameter service underscore enabled as true in server.conf file. It is recommended to disable those nodes from running the PPM background services if there are nodes in the cluster that do not handle incoming user requests. Here is a simple example about how the background service works. User modifies a PPM entity information, then information such as entity that got updated, related entities that need to be updated, etc. will be stored in driving table. When PPM service wakes up, it pulls information from driving table, processes data from source table, and the affected PPM entities are updated. Once it is completed, user can see the updated data for the affected entities. PPM services are categorized as heavy or light services. Heavy services are those taking a long time to execute, like cost roll-up service, evaluate TM approvers service. Typically, only one heavy PPM service can be running at any given time. This is enforced by having the values for the heavy underscore Q underscore max underscore concurrent underscore consumers and heavy underscore Q underscore concurrent underscore consumers parameters set to 1 by default. Light services are short-lived with low resource consumption, like timesheet notification service, commands cleanup service. A node can run more than one light services at any time. Next, let's take a look at how to schedule the service. On the Schedule Services page, which can be found under Open Administration menu, you can check the listed service information, such as whether the service is enabled, the type of expression used to schedule the service, and so on. Then you can click the table row that displays the service you want to modify. To enable or disable the service from the status list, select Enabled or Disabled. To select the type of expression to use to schedule the service, from the Schedule Type list, select either Simple or cron. If you use a cron expression to schedule a service, keep in mind that cron expressions take into account the time zone parameter setting for the PPM server on which the service runs. If a server cluster environment, servers can be running on machines located in different time zones. More details about how to set the timer could be found by clicking the question icon under the Schedule Type column heading. Restarting PPM server node is not necessary after changing the schedule, as changes made on this page will take effect immediately after they are saved. You can open the Services Audit Results page to quickly view the information about PPM Background Services. On this page, it shows below information: name of the background service, status, enabled or disabled, whether the service is running, not running, or disabled, the run interval of the service, node on which the service was last run, time and date when the service was last run, time and date the service is scheduled to run next. If the service has errors in at least one recorded run, an exclamation mark is shown in front of the service name. The exclamation mark is red if errors occur in the last run. The exclamation mark is yellow if errors do not occur in the last run, but in earlier runs recorded in the system. To view details about errors services encountered, you can click the exclamation mark or the service name to open the service records page, and then click the detail link to open the service process records page for details. Let's take two services as examples to show more details. First, cost rollup service. It is using ITG_pending_rollups table as driving table. This service rolls up the costs of two things. First, forecast and actuals from leaf tasks to root tasks for work plan. For project, cost rollup always recalculates the entire work plan when a change has been made to the work plan. Second, the assets and proposals when time is logged against the same. In addition, the service updates the financial summary of the project and also asset and proposal. The other example is a light service, TM/PM sync service. This service is to synchronize timesheet updates from time management to project work plan tasks in project management. Each time the service runs, it sends a message to the queue for each work plan that must be synchronized with timesheets. The service ensures that rollups for each work plan can be accumulated and updated once, if necessary, per work plan. Note, if you do not have time management license, you may disable this service because this is a required service for time management and project management. That is all for today's sharing. I hope you enjoyed the video and thank you very much for watching.